Musikproduktiv und Musitalk TV präsentieren den Webcast von der Musikmesse 2012. Hallo und herzlich willkommen zum Messecast 2012 von der Frankfurter Musikmesse, präsentiert von Musitalk TV und Musikproduktiv. Jetzt bin ich hier am Stand von Nektar Technology und habe den Tim neben mir und er wird uns jetzt ein bisschen was dazu erklären. Hi Tim!
Hello, how are we?
I'm fine. Yes, so far at least. First messe day is no problem. You see, I heard about it. I saw a couple of stuff in the internet about this controller. Can you explain to me and our viewers what is the difference between a generic MIDI controller that you see from Arkai and from other people and this machine?
Okay, well, firstly, this is a generic controller in its own right, but it has significantly more powerful features than other generic controllers. For example, the motor fader. The motor fader is assignable across different channels and can store different values for each channel. So there alone you have a 16-channel high-resolution fader, which is great for automation.
Let me just touch it. It feels really solid. I mean, the whole build is extraordinary because it sort of kind of looks, you know, sort of very funky and spunky compared to the other stuff I've seen, because it's like, I don't know how this is called in English, reflective or the coating.
Piano finish.
Oh yeah, piano
finish. And it even comes with its brand new, for cleaning off the fingerprints. We just got these, the new Nektar, ships with a special Nektar cloth, so you can keep it clean. Anyway, yes, it's a custom design, even down to the keybed. The keybed itself, you'll notice, is flush. The white keys are flush against the top panel, and this enables us to get a much better angle on the top panel, which is great from an ergonomical point of view. But it also allows us to fit some more controls on there. So as far as the generic controller goes,
can you elaborate on what you were talking? I didn't quite get what you were talking about.
Keys. Yeah. Well, you can see here that the white key is flush with the top panel. On other keyboards, you will see the black keys are flush.
Oh, yeah. Also, the lid, yeah.
Yeah, so we've got about 1 centimeter or so to play with on depth, which we use to improve the ergonomical aspects of the design and also to fit more controls on it. The TFT display as well is very informative. In generic mode, you can see here, you've got a very clear display of your fader values or your encoder values. It shows you the MIDI C you're sending.
I mean, okay, but when I look at something like the Axiom Pro from M-Audio, this is obviously, you know, it's got motor fader, it's got a better display. But in terms of integration, you know, because you seem to be pushing the integration with Reason. So what is my extra value as a Reason owner to buy this keyboard versus the others? I mean, is there more tighter integration, or how does it work?
Yes, there is. I mean, it's touted largely as the Reason controller, and in many ways that's exactly what it is. We have 3 specific modes for Reason, which are all integrated, and all the information that comes onto display comes from Reason. First up is the mixer mode. Mixer mode gives you immediate control of the SSL mixer display. You can see here. Every single parameter in the SSL mixer is available on Nektar, but is mapped in a way that is logical and is very quick to get to those parameters. So for example, if I wanted to get to the master compressor of the SSL, I can just press the menu button, select master compressor, and there we have the master compressor controls right in front of you.
Well, that looks like that I could maybe even work with Reason without looking at the computer screen. Is that possible?
That's the whole principle of what we've done here. The point of a controller is to enhance your workflow, to make things easier. And you know, when we were at NAMM, we didn't even have the laptop showing. We put the laptop away in a desk and just had the controller sitting there. And a lot of people thought, well, that's a workstation. Well, actually, no, it's not. It's Reason 6, you know, pretty much inside your controller. It kind of brings Reason 6 to life, like you say. And you can sit there, you can track, you can record. You can mute, you can undo, you can redo, you can do everything that you need to while you're just in your element and making music without even looking up at the computer display.
That's a pretty good idea. So what happens with these controls? I assume that if I have a a Thor open here, this will be automatically assigned.
Sure,
Obviously.
well, let's do that. We've seen mixer mode. One thing I will say about mixer mode is you can control the SSL while you're still controlling the keyboard. So the track buttons here, they tell me the track name. This is the mixer channel in the SSL that track name is linked to. That's the sequencer track. That's the SSL mixer. And then that tells me that I'm in compressor mode. Not so exciting, but if I go here, you can see the actual device that's in the track. So here we've got a Maelstrom playing.
I just saw this is also lighting up here, right?
Yes, this
To the corresponding fader.
it does. And the other thing that happens is that the motor fader will give you control of the entire channel of the SSL mixer. So you don't even have to be in mixer mode because the motor fader will take care of that for you. In the fader page, you can see as I change the track that I'm controlling, I'm now controlling a subtractor. The VU meter tells me so, and if I go down again, the fader jumps up to another position because now I'm controlling Kong. And the fader volume only always maps where your keyboard is, unless you lock it to a channel, just like that, or you can put it onto the master channel of the SSL or control room.
Where the keyboard is, sort of governs what's happening on the display.
That's right, exactly.
I mean, but that's a standard reason feature, isn't it? I mean, if I select...
No, not at all. It's not common to be able to control the SSL mixer with the while you're still playing the keyboards and generating sound on the instrument, unless you go through some kind of locking method. But you see, if you lock your control set,
because
it takes it away from the sequencer track. You see,
because that's the way the reason works is that once I select a track in the track view, everything becomes.
And that's really that's a good principle, and we still have that. If you hit instrument mode, you'll see here we're controlling Kong. We have the name of the current kit in view. I can change that very easily with the patch buttons, and it gives me a very clear name. The other thing that this does, believe it or not, that other controllers don't do, is it integrates the pads into Reason rather than relying on dedicated user presets. It actually integrates the pads. So if I'm controlling Kong, as you can see here, if I press the beat button, you can see the feedback from Reason that I'm controlling. There's only 12 pads, but if I want to get to the final, the top row of Kong's pads, I just press the view button. You can see Kong coming up here as well. If I want to get to those top pads, I just press the row D button, and now you can see that Kong's pads are. Then you switch it back again. So it's very quick and easy to do that. So again, no other controller has that kind of integration. I can record a quick beat, and we've already got a beat here. And I can then mute out pads. So I can mute them out and bring them back in again in mute mode. If I go to solo, so you can bring it in and out. The kind of MPC mute and solo functionality that hasn't really been possible before is now possible with.
Yeah, see, but it's really sort of in the deep down inside. It's not very obvious. The stuff, yeah. Okay, let's talk about money. How much is it, and is it shipping?
400 euros. It's not shipping, but we will be shipping in June. That's available all over worldwide, so States and Europe, not so much worldwide.
And no problem using it with Cubase or Studio One or Logic?
No, it's a generic controller. It supports QWERTY macros, so any kind of transport functionality, tracking up and down, that will all be provided for you in presets and things.
Wonderful, Tim. Thanks.
Use it that way.